Hey everyone, it's Erica. I have another video for the Pinkfresh Studio design team, and I first want to apologize for my voice. I'm a little sick, so it might sound a little stuffy, and I've just been battling a cold, so let's get to the layout. I'm going to be featuring the Office Hours collection from Pinkfresh Studio, and I'm just showing you all the things that I pulled for this layout. I'm going to go for a grid style layout, and I'm using no cut files on this. I usually use cut files on just about every project that I do, but for this one I decided to go with a grid style and not use any cut files. Also going to be using a pattern paper background, which is out of the norm for me as well. So I'm just kind of flipping through the papers, trying to decide which ones I want to use. I have these 4 photos that I printed in black and white, and they are of my daughter Alyssa on the first day of school. So I just use my Canon selfie to print those out, and I use the Pinkfresh app to put them in this grid form and get the size photo that you see here. So I just trim those down, and I have these this one pattern paper here from the Office Hours collection, and I'm just kind of showing you I want a grid style. So I have all of these little scraps from this paper, and this is the paper called Hustle, and there's a quick look at it, the full size. But I've already done layouts with this collection, and I had a whole bunch of scraps left, so I wanted to create some different piles of these papers and scraps on the layout to create the grid design. The piles are a little bit messy and remind me of my daughter. She's a bit messy and a bit crazy, a little chaotic, and she's always been that way, so I wanted to kind of create a messy layout, not too messy, but just a little bit messy, just to kind of go off of her style and the way that she is, and kind of add that to the layout. So I have these piles here of papers, and I'm going to trim them down just a little bit using my paper trimmer and my scissors, and I'm going to use these 2 papers here, and I'm just going to trim them down. I'm going to trim the branding strips off and then get them laid out how I want them. Also going to ruffle up the edges of these 2, or the one pattern paper. And you'll see here in just a minute how I get these laid out. So I'm just going to take one of the papers and kind of move it off to the far right side, so that the bottom paper, that blue paper there, is only peeking up at the top and then the left hand side. So I'll get that glued down with some wet glue, and then you'll see what I'm talking about when it's all laid out. And then I'll go through and ruffle up the edges of that top paper just to add some texture. And then I also go ahead off camera and run it through the sewing machine. You'll see that in the still shots. So I'm just going to ruffle up these edges here just to add some texture, and I do add a few little rips in the paper as well. I just like that messy look. I just think it adds some texture and interest to the layout. So just going through and ruffling up as much as I can, and then I'm going to go through and start trimming off the little white border around these. I guess they're all different. Some of them look like note cards, some of them look like receipts. They're just different little pieces of paper, almost like Post-its. Looks like there's a piece of like washi tape stuck at the top. And I love all of the colors. One of the things I love about this collection is the colors in the collection. It is an office themed layout or collection, but it can be used for so many different things. If you check out the Instagram or the blog, you'll see that the design team has used this collection in many ways. They've used it for office and back to school, but there's also other projects and different themes that they've used this collection for. So it's really, really great collection, and the colors are great. I really, really like them. I think this collection is great for boy layouts as well, with the blues, the greens, and the yellows. So I'm just trimming down the papers, and I'm going to go and create my different little bundles of papers here. And then once I get them all situated the way that I want, I'm going to take my tiny attacher and then staple them together and then adhere the photos down, and then I'll begin to embellish the little grids with the different embellishments from the collection. Doing a grid style is an easy way to get a layout done. I love the style of the grid, and for this one I did 4, but you could do 6 photos, 8 photos. You could do as much as 12 depending on the size of your photos. Here I'm just showing you I ran each pile, a couple of the papers in the piles through the sewing machine excuse me, to add more texture to the layout. And I did like 1 or 2 different pieces of the papers in each pile. And I didn't trim the strings off after running them through the sewing machine. I used a sewing machine to clip the thread, but I left a lot of the thread left there, so it's hanging on the layout. I just really like the way that looks. This just adds a little bit more mess and texture to the layout. So here I am situating my little bundles, and I'm going to take my stapler and staple those little bundles all together. So I'm going to go through and do all 4 of these bundles and get them all situated and stapled together. And then 2 of them I adhere directly to the layout, and then the other 2 I use foam adhesive to pop them up on the layout. I just thought that was fun, just to add 2 popped up and then 2 adhere strictly down to the the layout. So once I have these all done, I'm going to take my tape runner and get the photos added to these little piles, and then add in some different embellishments from the collection. I add some of the fabric tags, and then also pull out the mixed embellishments and add some different enamels around, and then also the puffy stickers. I love adding different textured embellishments to the layout. It's a lot of fun, just adds a lot of interest to the layout. These photos are of my daughter, Alyssa, like I said, and on the first day of school. She hates having her photo taken. So, of course, she gives me a lot of sass and a lot of attitude. And one of them, she's like not even paying attention. She's looking on her phone. And one of them, she's giving me this crazy face. One of them, she's just looking at me like, really, seriously, I don't even want to take a picture. So I always take a ton of pictures on the first day of school. And she always gives me the funniest looks, the most attitude, but I know one of these days she's going to look back and be thankful that I took all of these photos. So I'm going to begin embellishing, and I also use the alpha stickers in this collection, the mini puffy ones that come with this collection. I believe there's 3 different colors, and I add Miss Sassy on top of one of the photos, and then another photo I use a different color alpha, and then there is this circle tab. I believe it's from the die cut pack or the circle pack or the stickers, and it says I believe it says back to work or something, and I just kind of covered up the bottom piece and then put in the word school with the alpha. And you'll see in the still shots at the end what I'm talking about. So just going through and adding the photos there with the Tombow adhesive. And I had those other 2 cards off to the side, and I was going to try to use them on the layout, but I couldn't get them to work. For that little hello card, I was going to put hello, Miss Sassy Pants or Miss Sassy, but I just couldn't get it to work on the layout, so I just kind of brushed them off to the side and kind of cut that out of the video because I was trying to make it work and it just didn't work. So I got those stuck down, and I'm going to finish getting these up here. And I really love how this came out. I love all the different layers and all the different colors. All of that, you can see some of that, like the washi tape look. It looks like there's just like a little piece of washi tape on some of them. I love that some of that's peeking out. Just the different tabs and the different borders, and there's one that kind of looks like file folders there. I just really love the way that it all looks, and all of the colors peeking out really shows off the colors in the collection. I decided to print the photos in black and white because the colors that she was wearing kind of clashed with the colors in the collection, so I thought that the black and white really made the color stand out. So here's the die cut pack, and you get a ton of ephemera pieces in this collection. So I'm just going to go through and find some that work with my layout and kind of just tuck things in here and there. I kind of just fiddle around with the different die cuts and find somewhere for them to go. I'm going to go through some of these other embellishments and see if I can find something that works. I really love these with the little wooden, they're like the little wooden signs. They're really, really cute, but I couldn't get them to work on this layout. So I'm just going to tack a bunch of different pieces in here. I got some tabs in here and some stickers. Here are the puffy stickers, which I love. I need like 3 packs of these. I really, really love the puffy stickers. So I'm going to try to find some puffy stickers that work on this layout. I pulled in a tab there at the bottom right corner, and I'm going to run that through my my typewriter, and add some journaling there to that. Here are the puffy stickers. And here's where I'm going to add some. I'm going to kind of tuck this in so you can just see the top of that circle, and then add these really pretty pink mini alpha stickers right here above this photo. I love the size of these mini puffy alpha stickers. They're great for layouts, but they're also great to use on cards, and also if you do pocket page scrapbooking, these are like the perfect size alphas. So just kind of getting this straight and situated right above my photo. And then here's that little tab that I was talking about. And I believe this is one of the stickers from the sticker sheet. And I'm going to run that through the typewriter. I have the We Are Memory Keepers typewriter, and I love to use that for my journaling. So when I have tabs like this, I just take a piece of copy paper and either use washi tape, or if it's a sticker, I'll just go ahead and stick it down to the copy paper, and then I'll run it through the typewriter so that I could add journaling to any tabs or tags that I have. So these are just some stickers from the Office Hours collection. I'm just going to try to find a spot for this sticker to go here. Some of the stickers I stick down directly, but some of them I do pop up for some extra dimension. I will leave links down below for this collection, so if you're interested in it, you can check it out. There are also bundles, like an embellishment bundle, that you can get on the Pinkfresh Studio website. So you can get all the embellishments all together. And then you'll see the 6x6 papers, and then also the 12x12 papers as well. While you're there, also check out the watercolors. They're amazing. The colors are so vibrant and so fun. I don't have them on this layout, but I did use them for my other layout that I'm sharing on the blog today as well. I'll make sure I leave that blog post link down below so you guys can check it out. Watercolors I love because you can buy them individually or you can buy the full set. So I'll make sure that I leave those linked down below for you guys as well so you guys can check those out. So here are the little fabric tags, and I really love these. I love the texture of them. They're a lot of fun, and I love when they have like if you like kind of rough up the edges a little bit, they'll start to fray, and I really love the way that looks. So I just used my tiny attacher to stick those down. I think I used 2 or 3 of those on this layout, but 2 of them I do use a stapler. I I think the staples just add an extra element of texture to the layout, so I like to use that whenever I can. So I went ahead and ran this little tab through the typewriter, and I'm just going to get that stuck down there to the side of that pile. And then I'm going to add some of these little enamel circles in onto the layout. There's a little checklist on that top left corner, so I add some of the blue enamels to the little squares in the checklist. And then the last thing I do is add my journaling. I just add a strip of journaling down at the bottom talking about the photos and Alyssa and her first day of 8th grade. And that pretty much finishes up the layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. Give a grid layout a shot, and I would love to see what you create using the Pinkfresh Studio collections. Again, I'm really sorry about my voice. I know it's really hoarse and might be a little hard to understand, but I really wanted to make sure that I did a voiceover for this layout. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out all the other videos on our channel. There's tons of inspiration. Sign up for our newsletter so you guys don't miss out on any of our upcoming sales, events, or collections. Our holiday collection is coming out very, very soon. You guys are going to love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, we'd love for you to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell, the notification bell, so that you will receive notification when a new video is posted. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.